Hi, team. Welcome to another conversation with John. Such a joy to be able just to connect around the world and share our passion for well-being in the workplace. And so, John, today let's talk about leadership when it comes to well-being. How do we really lead a well-being life, and personally, professionally, philanthropically, and most importantly, how do we just transform leadership so that it's honoring well-being?
Yeah, it's a great question. Whenever I go into an organization to deliver an educational seminar on well-being, if the room is full, I know that the chief executive officer is in the room. And if the attendance is lousy, there's no management in the room. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And, for any well-being program to work in a workplace, or for any culture of well-being to work in the workplace, there must be 100% buy-in from the people at the very pointy end of the organization. I'm not going to say the top, because I think that's old talk, but it's at the pointy end, the leadership, that they've got to embrace it, and they've got to fully live it. But that doesn't mean that they have to live like monks either, because wellness is about so many things. It's about being a human being and having your vulnerability. And, can you imagine what it was like if a CEO said to the staff, to the whole team, I'm going to run a marathon at the end of the year and I'm training for it. And then in his Monday update, he says, I had a really lazy weekend. I got with some friends, I had some beers, and I didn't train Sunday morning like I was meant to, and just be human about it. You know what I mean? It's like, because you've got this, I think one of the things that happens when people have position, they change who they are in relation to other people, but it's just a position.
Yeah.
It's just a position, depending on which perspective you're looking at an organization, the cleaner is just as important as the chief executive.
Oh, isn't that true in life in every aspect? I mean, we need everyone to really be able to live this life of well-being, and we want to value, respect, honor, love, all those empowering words that matter so much to our soul and our heart, as well as just being able to know that human to human, we matter.
Exactly. And we've all got to keep growing and evolving and walking our talk, and you can't say that you want to have a lean, fit, healthy, ready, energized workforce and then be the opposite yourself.
Well, and John, when we talk about just from a healthy perspective, one of our most valued just fundamentals is healthy people, healthy organizations, right? So when we really honor the health and well-being of a person, they get to show up at work and really contribute on purpose, productive, performing, all those things that matter in such a big way. So what are the winning strategies that you've discovered in your work that really help go from just an organization producing to an organization that is healthy?
Well, there's a number of things, but if I get the opportunity, I just have very real conversations with the leaders. Because, it was really funny. I was speaking with a marketing guy years and years ago when I was quite young and I was in this industry. And, I'm 6'4" and I was an athlete. And I said, I find speaking to CEOs very intimidating, and I lose my, sense of personal power when I'm speaking to a CEO. And he said, why is that? I said, well, they're very powerful people, and I feel a little bit intimidated by their power. And he looked at me and he said, you're kidding? He said, look at you. He said, you've got everything that they want. They're intimidated by you. And that got me thinking. I realized, you know what? They're just another human being. They might have a big responsibility, and their position might give them power, but they've still second guessing themselves all the time and wondering, and they've got their own insecurities and that sort of thing. And so I found that the best way to do all of it was to just say to the human resources person or the safety person, let me talk to your CEO. I want to talk with your CEO. And I just tell them straight, like, are you being an example of what you want your people to be? And if not, what do I need to do to help you to get there? Because you're not being authentic and people are not taking you seriously. You're going to invest all this money and it's going to go down the drain, you got to lead the way.
That's leadership in a nutshell. Is you start with leading yourself, and then you lead by listening to others and finding out what the needs are, and then that collective leadership of the team coming together in a powerful way for really that transformational change is certainly living leadership. And so thank you for today's conversation and just the gift of connecting with you. And that is such a gift from a well-being perspective, from my heart to your heart. Love the ability to just sit down and have a great conversation. And most importantly, we want to give hope and share it with the world and let everyone know that, there are people out there to help. We are for you. We are on your support team. And most importantly, go out and be a champion for you and your well-being. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Colette.